How many people in here have a Facebook page? How many people in here have a business page? How many people in here know how many people log into Facebook every single day? Another guess? 8. Most of them. Love you, Julie. 890 million people log into Facebook every single day. 1.3 billion log in every single month. And that takes a username and a password. That's not just spam. That's real people. And Facebook shows that statistic on their Facebook. You see, the number one question I've heard at this recertification, the number one thing that everybody has said, how do I build my list and how do I get them to buy something? Right? And I'm convinced, so our friend Brian Flanagan made the comment that social media has made cowards out of salespeople. I'm convinced he's right. But what I'm not convinced of is that anything has changed. You see, back in the day, you would go door to door, right? You would go door to door to sell. That's how people began. We've heard, you would go business to sell insurance, and you would go door to door to sell whether you're selling a fridge or a stove or a microwave. Now, maybe I'm dating myself a little bit, or going back. No, I'm not dating myself. Going back there a little bit. Y'all know I didn't experience that. But here's where we are now. We went from door to door to screen. And I'm convinced of this, that if you're not going screen to screen with your offers, with your sales, with what you can give your clientele, you are 100% without a doubt missing out on sales. You see, I'm going to cover 5 things, actually 2 parts, 5 things that you 100% can take away today and begin implementing into your Facebook pages today to assure that you're going to get more sales. How many in here would want to know that knowledge? You see, I'm convinced of this. You have algorithm management. We all love Billy Cox. Can I get a shout for Billy Cox? Yeah. All right. So Billy Cox has been my mentor and friend. And long before I knew Billy and had mentors like Billy and Michael and Tom, that's Michael Newman for the record, before I had people like that in my life investing in me, I had the #1 best friend in the world. I give my college credit to them. I shout out is actually twofold. So let's give a shout out for Google and Wikipedia. You see, so we're talking about building a list, and our friend Howard Partridge, Howard, I apologize. The first time I ever heard your presentation when I was here, I got stuck on Rolodex because I didn't know what it was, right? He made a joke about it, right? And so I went into Google, like, what's a Rolodex? And it showed a bunch of pictures, right? You see, calls plus demo equals sales, or calls plus presentation equals sales. That's exactly what we're doing with Facebook, except you're no longer calling. You see, people don't necessarily sit at home like they do anymore, and the time at home isn't the same. What people are doing is staring at their screen. Unfortunately, I was born and raised in a generation of likes, shares, and comments. And so that's what my generation knows. And generations coming up, they're losing this trait of communication, which actually many of us in here teach. If it's not through building the best you or building winning relationships, which actually we teach a little bit there, or goal setting and achievement, some teach speaking courses and how to best communicate and shake hands and look someone in the eye. You see, how many in here, there's twofold to this. How many in here know what business Facebook is in? I Googled that. So when Facebook started, when Tom Zuckerberg started Facebook, it was meant for relationships. 100% Facebook was designed for relationships. In any business that you're in, you need relationships. You see, but it changed because they found a way to make $1. And so when you Google what business is Facebook in, the first thing you see is a Facebook ad in Google, a Google ad, saying, run your ads on Facebook. So they're in marketing, right? They're in advertising. They're in sales. You see, 60% of people would say that they go to Facebook before they go anywhere else to see and learn about a potential client, a potential person, or a potential business they want to work with. And 80% of people say that if there is a credible Facebook page matching in alignment with the business page, they're more apt to buy from them. You see, we found that. And with the help of Billy Cox, I've learned how to use algorithm, which many of us know here and hate. So raise your hand if you're tired of posting and hoping and praying and thinking that maybe anybody will like, share, or engage with your post on your business page. It's hard. You see, in 2014, Facebook made an announcement that they changed their algorithm. They were only going to show your post to 1.2 to 1.4% of your following. That's a Facebook statistic. You can find it on their website. Now, with the algorithm management that Billy Cox has taught us before, has said in the past, we have found ways to reach 12%. Okay, that's still a very, very low number, but that's a lot bigger than 1. So with that one thing that I'm going to teach a little later on in this, I'm going to show you those again in a little more 6th grade format as something you can take, you can implement today, and you can be growing your impact on social media. The second thing I'm going to show you is 3 things. 3 things that you must have in your Facebook marketing plan in order to be successful. If you don't have all 3 cylinders firing, I promise you, I guarantee you, without a doubt in my mind, you're missing sales. See, Howard Partridge is one of those that has this. He has it very well. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the 3 things that you need and how you can implement them when you leave here. So the first thing, obviously, we've heard Facebook ads. Be a little more specific. Facebook ad giveaway. You see, you're building a list. Many people have heard the term of buying a list, and what do I do to buy a list, and how do I find clients? And we talked with Tracy Day on how do I narrow into my specific client, and how do I get them to close the sale? You see, with Facebook ads, if you don't know this, there's ways to learn it. You could target as close of a demographic as you want. If you want to target a 14-year-old, the parent of a 14-year-old, you can. If you want to target somebody in auto sales, you can. If you want to target someone in college, you can. If you want to target someone in business or in finances or in fitness, you can. You can target right to their address because Facebook pays for third-party information to get the stats on everybody that's on Facebook. You see, Facebook owns a program that reads your face, right? Face.com. Actually, that stat was incorrect. But they do own, I don't know the website anymore, that changed, but they do own a program that recognizes your face. If you've never been auto-tagged in a photo, or if you have ever been auto-tagged in a photo, you would know that. So you have to have a free giveaway. And the best part about being ZLC is we have 3 giveaways. And if you don't have those 3 giveaways, I can tell you right where to get them. It's on Ziglar.com. Go ahead and go over to that. You're going to see when you sign up for our newsletter, you get the PDF download of Zig's big book, or little book of big quotes. Easy free giveaway. You also get his spiritual journey, and you also get biscuits, fleas, and pump handles. Now, if someone doesn't necessarily know Zig, the spiritual journey may not mean anything to them. But what you can do as a ZLC or as a speaker, as a trainer, is you can grab that PDF file and you can use it the same way that we use it for Ziglar. You can take it, save it, implement it. The second thing you're going to need. So you got your ad running, a catchy ad. Get this, you need this, and you're telling them why. If you don't want to use the PDF of the little book of big quotes, come up with something. The best thing to do, here's what people like. You're going to want to know this. People like check sheets, and people like steps, right? 7 steps to success. 3 steps to writing your book. 3 steps to getting over a roadblock. Whatever it is, people love checklists. They can't help but click it to download. I know there's ZLCers that have it. It's a PDF. You type it up in a Word document, right? Your little nugget of information that people need. And if you don't have information that people need, go ahead and re-look through your 3 binders that we were given as ZLCers. Because there is pages on pages on pages that all you have to do is pull out 3 steps. 4 steps, 7 steps. You type it up into a Word document, you put your logo on it, you slap it into a PDF format, and boom, you sell it as your free giveaway. Here's the 7 things you need in whatever it is. Are you tired of not being happy, healthy, or do you want, let's word it this way, do you want to be happy, healthy, more prosperous, better relationships, right? Get this PDF file. Boom, PDF file, 1 page, 7 pages, make it pretty, it's easy to do, Microsoft Word nowadays, anybody can do it, even Tom. The next thing you need, an opt-in page. So, okay, they clicked on your free gift, right? Running ads, it's pretty easy to figure out ads. Demographics, if you don't know how to do the demographics at least a little bit, give me a call. A lot of my services are free because I really do live that you can have everything in life you want if you're just helping other people get what they want. And I want to help you succeed so that way you can afford my done-for-you package, right? And so, second thing you need a lead page. You need an opt-in page. I know there's ZLCers that use it. Michelle, if I can call you out one more time, I know either she does or her company uses leadpages.net. So you need an opt-in page. So lead page. If you know a lot about websites, then go ahead and design one and code one. If you don't, it's real simple. Leadpages.net. I pay $37 a month. I have unlimited access to as many different visuals as I want because you need that lead page. They're very easy to set up. The best part about lead pages, so this is how they sold me. They gave away a free gift. I clicked on the free gift. They sent me a follow-up email and said, if you need a lead page, we're your people. As a matter of fact, we got tutorials on everything you need to do. The video that sold me the most was, look, you can add a lead page to your Facebook in 4 clicks. And they went 1, 2, 3, 4. They showed you. I was like, wow. First thing I did was put one on Scott Reeves' page, the guy you heard a little earlier today. because lead pages is that easy. So if you need a lead page, there it is. The third thing you absolutely must have, and it breaks my heart knowing that there's a lot of ZLCers that we're all at recertification, that after a year we still don't have this, and I myself only implemented this a month ago because I didn't know about it. I didn't know it existed. I didn't know what to do. You need an email marketing system of some kind. There's 20 of them out there. There's easily 20 that lead pages connects to, so there's more than that. There's probably hundreds. The cheapest that I found is MailChimp, so let me go ahead and write that down. Email marketing. You see, because now that you found them, now that you captured their attention, you need to follow up. Howard sends an email at least once a week. I don't know how often you send. Twice a week. So I've read stats. Once to twice a week is the perfect number. If someone's sending me an email every day, guess what? They get off my list. It's kind of like the squeaky wheel, right? It gets the grease, but if it keeps squeaking, you replace it. Once a I know I didn't make that up. That came from, never mind. Right? So listen, email marketing, follow up. So here's MailChimp for $10 a month. That only works for your first 500 clients. And let me run this back to you. If you're paying $1 a day and you got a decent giveaway, $1 a day, you're going to average 20 to 30 new contacts per day. Just $1 a day. It's a giveaway, so literally you're just buying a list, but you can target your market to the potential buyers within your niche. Lead page, land on your lead page. From that leadpages.net, create something pretty. It's not hard. I promise. I can do it. I went to school for ministry. Email marketing. That's just as simple as it gets to. So MailChimp, my favorite. You got BombBomb, Infusionsoft. You got Aweber. There's a lot other options out there. I just know MailChimp is the cheapest, and it's what I personally use. So I sat down with Wes Jackson, social media strategist. I've had the privilege of coaching her over the last 2 months. It's been a blast. And in a 4-hour session last Saturday, she's from Dallas, we completely set up an email marketing system, and it's real simple. You get the free gift. They sign up. You give them the gift. Thank you for signing up. Here's your gift. You're going to get 3 more emails. Guess what we're sending them? I'll give you a real good guess, or I'll give you a real good hint. You offer all the same workshops. We're going to follow up 2 days later, building the best you. We're going to follow up 2 days later, building winning relationships. We're going to follow up 2 days later, goal setting and achievement. Because what we want to do is just get out there that's what he's doing. That's the same thing you can do. Give away your gift and follow up every 2 days, 3 days. It's an automatic system for $10 a month. They're going to get your gift. They're going to get the download automatically. They're going to get the workshops. They're at least going to see what you do. Because how many people in here know that there's people within your who circle, and it may be the bigger who circle, that don't know what you do? How many times I get asked, what do you actually do? Normally I just kind of, up until I became the social media expert, I would go back and say, I'm an evangelist, and just kind of go off of there and say I'm affiliated with Ziglar. See, now I get the privilege of saying I'm the social media expert behind Zig Ziglar, and I'm responsible for the last 1 million likes on their page. And thanks to the support of many clients that I have now, I was able to afford to pay for direct training from Facebook Incorporated, and now they have certified me as an advertising expert. But you see, that all happened because I just started working. It's kind of like we heard from Justin Young earlier about building the fence for the horse before he even knew what horse he was going to get. You see, you just start learning and you just start. So you don't know your clients yet, but I know if you start giving a good giveaway, I don't care what it is, I don't care what your niche is, it's got to be good, it's got to be catchy, it's got to be flashy. People like questions, people like checklists, and people like color, right? Emotion, motion, and color. Those are the 3 things you need in every ad. Emotion, motion, and color. Three things that you can implement. If you don't have all 3 cylinders firing, one, I can help you with that, so go ahead and get a hold of me after. If you don't have 3 cylinders firing, I guarantee you're missing out because you get the giveaway, you give them the giveaway, cool, I got something free. Well, I didn't pay for lead pages until like 6 weeks after I first got my first free giveaway. They kept sending me emails and sending me emails and sending me emails, and I kept deleting and deleting and deleting, but eventually I opened one. And that one showed me how to upload stuff to Facebook. It just happened to be ironic. I needed it. Email marketing, you follow up. It doesn't matter what you're sending. Billy Cox sent one out the other day. It was just a short quote, right? He just was sending a quote out to his list. Hey, it's my blog. Gave a little, it was 2 paragraphs. You follow up something. Say something of value. If you don't have value, people, again, are going to get rid of you, just like the squeaky wheel. Something you can implement now. So the places to go: MailChimp, lead pages, Facebook ads. Now here's my #1 secret. This is the one thing that I shouldn't give away because I'm going to lose clients. But it's ZLC, so I'll give it in this room. Facebook, if you haven't seen it, has a free training system. Facebook.com/blueprint. Anything you ever want to learn about Facebook, you don't got to pay for it. It's there. They tell you about ads. They tell you about algorithm. They tell you about everything. You see, I'm here to help you guys succeed. I'm here to help you in a done for you and in a coaching. I went through Facebook coaching, and fortunately, I still have that in place where Facebook calls me every single week, oversees my accounts, tells me what I'm doing right, tells me what I'm doing wrong, and shows me what I can do different. Now, we don't all have access to that. But what you do have access to is free material. I encourage you to reach out to people that are giving out webinars. I love webinars. I love Automobile University. You can't necessarily watch a webinar in Automobile University, but the concept is the same. Feed yourself with the knowledge you need to go forward. You can get it from there. The next two things you're going to need, we touched on this with Billy Cox. So I'm going to flip this over here. These are the nuggets that I've seen people do wrong. So here's going to be actually 4 things. Growing. How many of you can guess, outside of the pretty blonde in the back of the room, who my #1 fan is on Facebook from the... Not Matt. Oh. If you haven't heard, you know that Tony Cooper, I've had the privilege of running her page for... Okay, for a while. Right, we started her page at 200 and some. March. Okay. Pretty blonde in the back. Right. Behind every successful man is a woman who helped him get there. That one is mine.
March 7th.
There we go. The reason why Tony's page has now passed mine as far as engagement is because Tony isn't afraid to tap into her who. So point #1, tap into your who. We've heard it. But you see, Tony literally has a. Can I say this? Literally has a contact list on her phone, a group message to like 10 people. 20 people that when we post a good photo, she texts them, like, share, comment. So algorithm doesn't, you can't play with algorithm when you got friends that are going to go like, share, and comment because algorithm doesn't do anything with that. It can't beat live engagement. You got to tap into your who. So my #1 from day one, I can look at all my posts on that ministry page that some of you follow, and if you don't, I hope you do. My mom liked every single post. Yep. And then the next thing I knew, Tony was liking every single post. And then Kanya was liking every single post because they were my who. And then somebody, I think it was Kanye, taught a wonderful little woman named Lori Majors how to share, right? And she started sharing every one of my posts. You see, they're my potential clients. I'm a minister. I'm an evangelist, right? I travel to preach. They're one of my potential clients. But they're a part of my who can help me reach more because Facebook algorithm, it's mean. It's hard. It's angry. The month of May has been terrible, especially for the Ziegler page. It changes every single month, and I think it finally changed today for the better is what I've been looking at the stats. I've been here. So you need to tap into your who, #1. Get them to like and share. I don't bug them, right? Bug them every single day. Hey, like, share, like, share, like, share. Text them, call them. Because if you can get someone to like and share from your business page, it's going to get it to grow. The more Facebook sees you on your page, it literally is a mean machine. The more it sees you on your page, the more engagement it's going to give you, right? So the more juice, we'll call it, it's going to give you. So ask your friends, like, comment, and share because it's going to reach into the people that are going to come give you money, right? So you're giving your giveaway. Now you get tapped into your who. All right, so we got this thing called algorithm, right? Here's the #1 cardinal no. You just started your page. You just got ZLC, or you've even had it for a year. You worked your way up to 200 likes. Don't start posting links about your events. Facebook hates links. 100% hates links. It's linking you literally over to another page that's their competitor. It's like going to McDonald's asking for a McChicken. Or wait, going to Burger King asking for a McChicken. Or whatever. You get what I'm saying. They got a chicken sandwich both places, right? So it's the same thing like using Hootsuite or, on a blank, but there's a lot of other outside sources you can use. Hootsuite is probably the most known. Don't use them. They're competitors. If you're going to post on Hootsuite and expect it to media blast out to everything, Facebook's very smart. They're going to say, hey, my competitor is trying to post on my page. Why would I give them any exposure? You're not going to get a McChicken at Burger King. You're not going to find it. There may be one in there, right? But Burger King ain't going to show it to you. So don't use it. I'm giving you a lot of little tips that I didn't plan on giving. So here's the algorithm. Photos. How many in here can guess how many times we post a day on the Zig Ziglar Facebook page? Not Kanye. Not Howard. How many times do we post a day on the Zig Ziglar page? 3 to 4. So a lot of you got it. There's a reason we do that. So every 4 to 6 hours, throw in a post. Now we said in the very beginning with Billy Cox that if you only post once a day, that's good because you're small, you don't got much reach. But what I found out is if you post once, it's going to show it to X amount of people. If you post twice, it's going to show it to X amount of people. If you post a third time, and that's our niche, we typically do about 3 on Tony's page, about 3 a day, It's going to show it to X amount of people, but let me tell you something about those X's. They're all different. 20X, 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 you just now reach 60 people.
Is that the same post or different?
Different. And so here's what I need to tell you. Square photos. We all use square photos. You've seen them. I know you know that. There's a reason. Facebook has kind of like a staple algorithm. Their photos are all 500 by 500. So if you go to canva.com, there's a free gift right there. It's the best place to use graphic design if you aren't a graphic designer. If you go to canva.com, they're automatically going to size your... You can make photos. Here's the thing. We put a different stock photo on every single photo. We do it for a reason. Face.com, well, it's not face.com anymore. Sorry, I got to stop saying that. They own the facial recognition program, which sees every single photo that goes by. You post the same photo twice, they're going to shut it down. They're not going to give it the same exposure because it's not new material to them. They want new stuff. They want to show new stuff. So you get a new stock photo. There's a million stock photo sites out there, free and some you pay for. Use them. Here's the thing. You don't want to use the 500 by 500 like I said. You want to use 960 by 960 for your photo size. Here's why. Big, high-quality photos. There's a pixel count. They look at everything. Facebook sees it all. It's scary, right? The scariest moment I found was when you can target like the mother of a 4-year-old. That got really scary to me. But they're going to see that, right? So every single photo, you need to be posting 3 to 4 times a day. Every now and then on the Ziegler page, I'll post a 5th. And that's because if the page is completely crashing, that's a major wave, right? The littler the page, the littler the ripple, the bigger the page, the bigger the ripple. And so I'll post at 3 a.m., something in the middle of the night to get our people overseas involved to get our stats back up. But I typically try to stay away from that because I like to sleep. 960 by 960, you need original content. You need to get that stock photo. You can use whatever quote you want, but you need to be engaging 3 times a day. If you don't have those things, you're not going to be creating a following. Now, somebody asked me this week why, 3 times a day can get annoying, something similar to that, or why is it even beneficial for me to have a following? And so outside of the stats in the beginning that I gave, right, 60 people say that Facebook is a credible source before they buy. 80% are more willing to buy if you have a good, credible Facebook page. If you can create relationships, which is where we started, someone's going to land on your Facebook before they land on your website. They land on your Facebook, and they're going to see, like Tony, she gets 50-ish likes, anywhere between 30 and 70 likes on every photo. Always somebody liking and engaging with their photos. So when you're a potential client, and she's got plenty of stalkers, actually. We still need to block one, but she won't let me. Either way. If someone lands on your page, she's too nice, literally, either way. If somebody lands on your page and they see that you have constant engagement, that you have a following, they're instantly trustworthy. Wait, this person has this many people following them? You also get that like effect. So we've never boosted and we never bought likes on the Ziegler page. You don't need to, right? But you do get that like effect. When you kind of get your numbers up and someone lands on your page, wow, he's got 1,000 likes, 2,000 likes, 3,000 likes, must be somebody. So there is a slight benefit in having a lot of likes. But they're meaningless. If 1, they're not a potential client, or 2, they're not engaging. If you don't have people engaging on your page, it's dead. It's a dead page. You're literally no different than a one-page website. That's exactly what you are. You just got a bunch of information there. They're going to land there. They're going to read it. And they're either going to contact you or they're not. I mean, that's all they get. But if they see engagement, they're going to scroll through. How many times have you landed on a Facebook page, saw something you liked, and began scrolling through their pictures or whatever else it is? You need them. So listen, I'm going to make this simple. What time did you say?
4:33.
All right. So how many of you have seen my done for you package that's listed in here? Right, that I have a little flyer in there. How many of you saw the number and puked? Right, $1,500 a month. Done for you, we're going to do all of your photos. We're going to completely set up your page. We're going to oversee everything on your account. Done for you. All right, you're not going to have to worry about the thing. I'm going to call you probably every day for 4 weeks to learn what you want your photos to look like, to learn what quotes you want to go out, to learn about your brand, to learn about your image, and I'm going to develop that brand. So listen, let me make this real easy for you. Thanks to Brian Flanagan. Where's my D's in the room? All right, D's, listen. I can, emphasis on can, make you money.
This is $14.97 per month. You mean per year, right?
No, per month. Per month. That's including all your content. You see, we sub out all of our photos now. We finally found a graphic designer that was willing to meet our budget, and all of those photos are designed by somebody in graphic design who has 10 plus years. There are ways to make them, but I am convinced of this. Facebook also sees where the photo came from. If it came from an app that you paid for, if it came from a free app, and if it came from Canva. And so one thing I noticed is every time we use a photo from Photoshop, it goes better. And you can call me skeptical, you can call me what you want, but try it for yourself and you'll see it. So if you use Photoshop, you can tutorial yourself through a few Photoshop photos. I've done it. I don't know Photoshop, but I just went and hired someone that does. So I can make you money. Eyes, where are my eyes at? Back row. All right, listen, I'm going to grow your exposure. I'm going to make you friends. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you what, I can help you with that. And like someone else said, I'm going to make you famous, right? I'm going to, right? Where my S's at? You want some reassurance. So Tony Cooper, give me a minute. What do you got? Reassure him.
You don't have to do anything. I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, so you go to your Facebook, the only thing I have to do is respond to comments and stalkers. And seriously, I have stalkers. They email me.
Hey, Tony, have you closed a sale because of your Facebook page?
But hold on. Number one thing is, wait, you gave me a minute. You can't. I have 60 seconds. My 60 seconds is this. Number one, I don't have to do anything. I love it. I send them the quotes. They make the pictures. They do what I need them to do. It went from however many 250 to 5,000 likes. It's huge. But two things. One you don't know about. But one, yes, I got business. I went to the Chamber of Commerce. She Googled my name. My Facebook page came up. My website never did come up. And she went to my Facebook page. She goes, I really like what you had to say on your Facebook page. I don't need it anymore. Got the job for the Chamber of Commerce. I mean, I was working that deal. That was the final close of that. Second one just happened, so just so you're aware, can I say it? Does it make you excited? So I got an email from a friend of mine who I used to work with. Said, hey, I noticed you're doing speaking and training again. And she's telling me her whole story. And she goes, I really love your Facebook page. It's so inspiring. Da da da. Is that what you're teaching? Is that the kind of things you're doing? I responded back, yes. And she says, well, I have this event coming up in July. I'd like you to be the speaker, such and such.
So we're getting exposure. I'm there for you. So here's the thing. I'm Ziegler at heart. Under promise, over deliver. I'm going to work for you, and I don't care whether that's D, I, S, or C. Oh, actually, we know there's not any C's in here, right? Any C's in here besides Lou? All right, then this joke doesn't really apply, but I thought it was really clever. For all the C's in here, I got a good special for you. It's going to be for $2,999 a month. We're going to get you taken care of. Yeah. Love you. Listen, here, I'm here for you. You guys, if you don't have my email or phone number, let me give you the phone number. If you don't, actually, scratch that. If you don't have my contact information, find my Facebook page. There we go.
It's on your flyer.
Give it a like. Yeah, my contact information is there. I'm here for you. My heart is for you. I want to see you successful because ultimately I want to be able to sell you that done for you. And I know ZLCers, in the very beginning stage, a lot of y'all can't afford it. But I do know that if you begin with the 3 cylinders firing, giving your giveaway, getting your speaking engagements, reaching your target market, you're going to get there to where you no longer want to deal with Facebook. So go ahead and give me a call. My name is Jacob Salem. My mission is your social success.
I'm going to get that mic from you.